What's up, you sexy mother truckers? It's the season opener of season 2. Real quick look at our schedule. I think we took a check of it at the beginning of preseason, but let's look at it again. We start off with the Colts today, and then we play our big-time division rivals, the Texans. Colts are rivals too, but we took care of them pretty easy last season. We'll see what happens this season. Then we play Eddie's favorite team, the Jets. Then we play my favorite team, the Redskins. Then we got division rival Titans, Broncos, and for some reason we play Titans 2 weeks later. I hate that. And then we got the Giants bye week, Colts, another team I like, and the Ravens, the Cowgirls, the Raiders, which is someone else's we know's favorite team, the Eagles, someone else we know's favorite team, the Chiefs, the Diablos, who were the San Diego Chargers / LA Chargers, and then we end on the Texans, which is kind of a cool way to end the season. We'll see how that goes, but we gotta start with game 1, and we also gotta check some other things. But first, let's look at the big news. Devon Hamilton, if you remember, especially when Mike Bragg was out, he was a big time part of our defense. He went to the practice squad, and the line signed him up quick. We're also getting Dante Olson back from injury, which probably ain't gonna matter much since he's a fourth middle linebacker. Let's check real quick any transactions we may have made right before the start of the season. I never forgot who we were. Alright, yep, there's the one that kicked us right in the We put Tyler Davis to the practice squad, released halfback Raquel Armstead, signed Mason Kinsey to the practice squad, released Sidney Jones the fourth straight up. He's another good player we just let go. And there we are, putting Devon Hamilton on the practice squad. Released John Kelly. Good thing we got that rookie running back. Also signed Keyshawn Reese to the practice squad. Strong safety Rodney Clemens practice squad. Free safety Freddie Brown to the practice squad. Just straight release. Right outside linebacker Sam Ugovalin. Josiah Scott to the practice squad, which is kind of weird because we used him pretty religiously at return man. Released Dontavius Russell, Russell Nelson to the practice squad, not a big deal. Nathan Contrell to the practice squad, our leading jersey seller, or one of them, top 5. He's gotta fall out of the top 5 now. Him and his huge family. We also released Demarius Randall, signed Chris Claybrooks, another return man we used a lot, to the practice squad. And that's everything we did right before the start of the season. Now let's take a look at our team real quick, and then we'll look at their team real quick. So we are going with Kreger at starting quarterback, no surprise there. Hargis starting running back. Rookie Zamir White's the number 2. Mitchell's number 3, another rookie running back. And then Carlos Wayne 4. Wayne, of course, is a fullback. Backing him up would be Pollard and Oliver. Wide receivers are Chenault, Tommy Simmons. Oops. Try that again. Chenault, Tommy Simmons, Colin Johnson, Sean McKenzie, who made the switch from strong safety to receiver, Valentine, and our QB Boudicca is going to play their 6th receiver. Tight ends, Francisco is a starter because we let Eifert get away. Oliver, and then Ruckert. If this is going to be like last year, we'll probably see all those guys start because our tight ends get killed. Alright, here's our linemen. We have a right tackle starting at left tackle, if we can get back to that. He's at 74, so that's good. Our left guard is a 70. This is so much better than last year. You look at him like, oh, that's not that good. So much better. Humphrey starting center, rookie. I think he was our first pick maybe. Right guard, rookie, 65. He's got some work to do. That's probably about average of what we had last year. That's actually probably better than average. And then Slater. So other than the right guard, we have had big improvements, and even the right guard's an improvement. Left end is Morgan Fox. Really, I think that's a big improvement from last year. Chase Allen still on the right side. In the middle, we have Bragg and Costin. We no longer have Hamilton, so we really can't afford injuries like we could before. We have Barmore Brown and Demukete. Left outside linebacker is Adonis Andrews starting 76. That's pretty good. Middle linebacker Joe Shorbert still. Surratt is his backup. Quarterman is their backup. And right outside is Quincy Williams 72. The cornerbacks are still the Beast Lewis brothers, Tommy Simmons brothers, Matt. C.J. Henderson is 84. As long as we don't have to start using our fifth string cornerback, we're good. Which is why we got rid of Sidney Jones IV, because we just had too many good cornerbacks. So hope we don't have to see any of those guys later. And you're truly starting running our free safety. I think we have rookie. I don't know. I'm offended like Aaron Rodgers. Why'd you bring in a rookie free safety? Rob Marino is still starting at strong safety. Grant Kreger is on his butt to replace him, but he is starting at sub linebacker. And our kicker is Vedvik. Not super duper, but okay in the preseason. Same with Gilligan. And then our kick returner is TJ Carter, who is new there because of putting dude to practice squad. And then Tommy Simmons is still our punt returner. TJ's backing him up. So let's see our opponent. And I shouldn't have got out of here if we're going to do that, which is the Colts. Let's see how they have changed. Wrong thing. Curious who their quarterback is. Jameis Winston. Oh yeah, that's right. I think he was their starter last year, or did he back up Rivers? Anyway, their halfback, Jonathan Taylor, good halfback, but big drop off after him. Fullback, nothing to really worry about. Not that anyone ever worries about the fullbacks. Corey Davis, starting receiver, pretty good. Backups, decent. Go down. Ty Hilton, number 3. Pittman, number 4. Pretty good, decent receiving core there. Tight ends, 81, good one in Njoku, and big drop off. Their offensive line, terrible. Wow. Alright, he can make up for the other guy. He might be blocking 2 of our guys by himself. Their center's pretty good too, and Kelly, 87. Decent, and Glowinski. And alright, they got a good offensive line except for that left tackle. Their defense now, Lowry is a 76, good backup in Dwayne Smoot. Left end is our right end is the left end, BJ Hill, and it has a good backup there. Defensive tackles, yeesh. We are gonna have to worry about that pressure up the middle. Left outside line, yowza. These guys, I feel like they improved in the offseason. 77 middle linebacker and a 72. I think they're running a 4-3 with those defensive tackles, though. A good outside linebacker there. See their cornerbacks. Yeesh. Man, they really did improve in the offseason. I do not remember them being this good roster-wise. Come on, 80. Okay, I can't complain. Our secondary is pretty beast, too. 79, strong safety. Alright, their kicker's good, so hopefully we don't get any fakes with these guys. Kick returner, about the same level as our guys. So let's get into this game, the first regular season game of season 2 for your Orlando Orbits, and we're going to Indianapolis. On top players, Mike Bragg, Eddie Hargett, Tommy Simmons. We are ready. And as usual, I will hop off and we will leave things to Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis. And still, our coach is not Matt Hedrick, it's Mike Ditka. And you'd have to go all the way back to the first video to get that explanation of how that works. See you on the other side!
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Orlando Orbits.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Orbits and the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile record time.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness. Played through just about everything.
First down, Winston. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And down he'll go at the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Second and 8 coming up. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Jonathan Taylor. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He may try and run for this. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter he throws 7 interceptions.
Muscles by at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
Once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of. He was on his back. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Possession.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And Winston lost the football. It's going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
To number 22.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
The field goal is.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
It's 3. Colts, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you see when they only give up the field?
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Orbits 3, Colts nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter, been nice and effective for him.
Been dependable.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of ball.
Free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback.
3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
That means they feel really good.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Number 88.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to...
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0. They're losing, so he's... A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on it. That's what he's done throughout this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not. It'll be 4th down as he's on here to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Taylor and the Colts offense. Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings... as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Orlando takes back over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah. Let's get out of the shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Colin Johnson there, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Colts coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Fives just wound up going nowhere. Winston now from the 50. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own. But it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Winston again.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Dick.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
That ties the game at 3-3.
Things level just before. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the 2nd half. Good safe throw, and a good quick 1st down as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Down, Orlando.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line, with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Point after here coming up. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they needed deep breath, don't you think?
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Winston. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run once more with Taylor.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
C.J. Henderson on the tackle. That's a gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Jameis to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about tied at the half?
here to his running back. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to him on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 11 at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. The Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs things like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Back to Taylor on first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? It looks like.
Ready? Flag 22.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Jonathan Taylor is the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take... Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Orlando takes back over on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Number 22.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Their own 14.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down, 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind. Missed him. It's incomplete. As he's on to punt for Indianapolis. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head now with the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. From the gun, it's Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
13. Corbett's 10.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
For Indianapolis.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Orlando takes back over on offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they down, but 3 would suffice.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeForest Buckner getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And down he'll go at the 25.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
24-yard.
First down, Winston. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The ball carrier.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
48-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. You have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 13-10, and time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get straight. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 45-yard line.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
The pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now on comes the field goal unit here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the decision is to go for 3, and the field goal unit comes on now. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work. Winston to throw. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league adjusting to the idea of
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connection made with Chenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Orbits.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 22.
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they try the right side here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a gain of 14. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The previous play is under review.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Grover Stewart picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his... They get back to tackle.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
It's 16. Colts 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal, at least not to start the... Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Schobert able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Winston's pass.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. It's 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Orlando, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wow, where to start? As we were afraid of when we lost Hamilton, that we could lose Bragg and then have a big drop-off in talent at the defensive tackle, leaving only Costin really as a good defensive tackle. And we lost Bragg early. Hopefully not for long. Bruised ribs are probably broken ribs now. Buckner looked like he suffered the same problem for them, except for that happened way later, and that comeback felt a lot more comfortable knowing Buckner wasn't going to be out there. But let's look at the stats. And we are going to do something we haven't done, is look at the scoring plays after I look at the stats. And your best quarterback of the game is Curtis Kreger, who went 33 for 38, 241 yards passing, 86% completion percentage. Winston, number 2, 66.5% rating, or not percent, 19 of 32, 59% completion rating, only 115 yards. Rushing, Eddie Hargett leading the game with 116 yards. Taylor second with 90 yards. Winston at 77. Then you had, oh wait a minute, what in the world? There, now we have it in order. Our rookie Zamir White from Georgia, who actually stayed in college in real life, I believe. 22 yards on 3 carries, which was great. Puka Williams, 4 carries, 16 yards, 4 average, another good job by a backup. And Carlos Wayne, 2 carries, but 1 was a touchdown, so it's kind of hard to gauge what he really would have got. Touchdowns can kill your run average, oddly enough. Leading in receptions is Eddie Hargett as well, 13 for 60 yards. And Taylor led the Colts for 9 catches for 20 yards. Probably why the passing was so low in this game. And Francisco for us with 7 catches, and Chenault had 5. Simmons had 5. Njoku for the Colts had 3. Johnson had 3 for us. Felton and T.Y. Hilton had 3. Corey Davis had 1. Blocking. Jeez, Jack Anderson, Mike. I was saying our biggest weakness on the O-line. Honestly, I think we might end up drafting a guard in this coming draft, number 1, to replace our boy Anderson here. Parch gave up 2. And then Smith gave up 2 for the Colts, and Nelson gave up 1. Looking at defense, and as always, we always only look at ourselves for defense, because if not, that's a lot of people. Leading in solo tackles is a tie between that Botchgalupi guy and Chason. Assists, Schobert with 10. And your leader for most tackles is Schobert. Damn. Tackles for loss, you had 1 for Andrews, 1 for Dan Lewis, 1 for Quincy Williams, and 1 for Derek Lewis. Where am I going? Sacks, 2 for Calavan Chason, 1 for Schobert. Why do I keep doing that? No interceptions. Obviously no reception yards. Pass deflections, 1 from Andrews, 1 from Grant Kreger, and 1 from Rob Marino. Forced fumbles, Rob Marino blew 1 up. We got the ball back. Fumble recovery, C.J. Henderson. Got 5 yards on the return. No blocks, no safeties, no TDs. Kicking. Kari Vedvik, the hero and the scapegoat at the same time. 3 for 5, 60%. Longest was 43. Perfect for extra points. Let's see what he missed here. Perfect from 39 or less. 50% from 40 to 49, which, and then over 50, he was 0 for, which I can't blame him too much. But that's definitely not what you want in the 40s. But sometimes in the kicking game, there's not that many great kickers, and you just deal with what you got. Right now, we're dealing with Vedvik. And he had the leg. He just didn't have the accuracy. We punted 7 times, average 42. But what we care about is 2 for 7 on coughing kicks. No touchbacks. Kick returns. Just barely a good average. As you know, I like 25 or more. And punt returns 3 for 15 yards, 5. That's pretty good. Usually the averages aren't that high for us. And that does it for stats. And like I said, we're going to look at the scoring plays. If we can find them. Nope. Nope. 2nd 7, 13, Kurt Craig sack. Nope. 2nd and 29, Kurt Craig. Nope. Nope. And in the 2nd quarter. Oh, this is overtime. No wonder. Alright, so there was no touchdowns in the first half. Just field goals. And then the 3rd quarter was a touchdown city. Or at least for this game. Very uneventful quarter, except we had Eddie with the 1st and 10 on R20 with a 20-yard run. 2nd and goal, Orlando Taylor for TD. Oh, that's their touchdown. Pretty sure that was... Didn't we score before that? Or did they not give us our TD replay? Alright, or do they do this backwards? Oh, I think they do this backwards. The start of the game is at the bottom. And boom. As you see, let's take the bird's eye view. How do you zoom out here? Nope, that's not it. Rotate, move. Ah, there it is. Madden. Just pretend I'm drawing. Look at that blocking. 4 Orbit players holding down 3 Colts, and Carlos Wayne, easy run in, which actually hurt his run average. And then we'll look at the touchdown we gave up. It's really like they took a play out of our own playbook. See how good the blocking was, except for they didn't have a fullback on this play. Boom, look at that wall of blocking, and it just jogs right in. And those were all the touchdowns of the game. And that'll do it, folks. Join us next time for game 2 as we play our fearsome rivals, the Houston Texans, who I believe still have JJ. Well, we'll see what they got before next game. What else was I gonna say? And the Houston Texans. That's how the schedule should be. You play everyone in your division once at the beginning of the season, and then you play everyone in your division at the end of the season. Not this play someone else, and then play same team again mess. So anyway, that'll do it. Like, subscribe, turn notifications, follow. La 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 la. See you next time. Stay strong.